Hello people, Modern here from badatvideogames.net, and today I'm breaking down easy fatalities in Mortal Kombat X. Now, if you're anything like me, you've probably been hanging out for a new Mortal Kombat game. And Mortal Kombat X does everything it can to bring you a delightful bloodbath of ribcage demolishing, spine shattering, organ splattering goodness.
Devora wins.
If violence was a currency, Mortal Kombat would be a wealthy king. And currency is precisely what today's topic is tackling. Amongst all of the new features and characters, and of course gore, another brand new system that has been implemented is what NetherRealm has christened easy fatalities. For those that don't know, a fatality in a Mortal Kombat game is generally an intensely violent finishing move that takes a defeated opponent and puts them through a fantastically gory coup de grace.
Fatality.
The concept of an easy fatality is simple. Instead of a long or difficult command string, where the player needs to input directional buttons and attack buttons in order to activate their opponent's doom,
Finish him.
performing an easy fatality will involve holding down one button and simply pressing another to begin the bloodbath. In practice, you'd imagine that everyone would prefer the simple method of humiliating their enemies. However, therein lies the interesting twist. You only get a finite amount of easy fatalities, represented in-game by easy fatality tokens. To earn or replenish these, you have a few options. I'm quite sure that I started with a small amount when I started playing the game. I then earned a few more by exploring the Crypt, a fairly spooky prize redemption booth simulator, where exchanging in-game currency, which is known as coins with a K, will buy you goodies such as fatalities, character skins, and of course, more easy fatality tokens. The real controversy comes from the arguably most accessible method of replenishing your easy fatality tokens. The fact that you can buy them with real money in your online marketplace of choice. As of right now, they're absent from the Steam store, but they're definitely available on both the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Marketplace. Now, to be clear, it's really only a vocal minority who seem to be upset, and they may very well be the same group of people who go into a frothing rage whenever the word microtransaction is used. A common reaction from people tends to be, as long as it's optional, I don't give a shit, which is fair enough. The very nature of an easy fatality is how it exists as a luxury, and we all know money buys luxury. You could argue that once upon a time, easy fatalities as a feature may have been an unlocked bonus in the game, but nowadays we live in a world of continuous revenue streams, with publishers and developers aware that looking to the future is paid with dollar signs that may go beyond an initial purchase price. But it's a bitter pill to swallow. After coughing up the hefty initial cost for the game, you may have even splurged and grabbed yourself the season pass. So depending from where you're from, I personally am from Australia, you may have found yourself nearly $150 in the hole. And don't get me started if you bought one of the big deluxe editions. But we come back to the word optional.
You are a worthy opponent.
Easy fatalities are optional. Even fatalities themselves are optional. And at the time where you'd be put into a position where you'd have the chance to perform a fatality, let alone an easy fatality, you have already won. At that point, you've already defeated your opponent. You're now just presented with an opportunity to showboat. A chance to really rub it in your enemy's face that not only have you defeated them, but you've humiliated them too. And in fighting games, where the player versus player aspect is so central, it does mean a lot.
Wins. Fatality.
So what is the bottom line? Should we be enraged about easy fatalities? Should we ignore them entirely? Well, truth be told, I think the cynical Brit summed it up pretty nicely when he made this tweet. Also, that buying easy fatalities thing? Dumb, but also completely irrelevant to gameplay. Not worth the outrage. And I generally feel the same way. I know I won't be buying any, but then again, I already bought the big collector's edition, so maybe I've paid my dues. I just hope that other publishers and developers don't misconstrue this as an opportunity to start monetizing easy modes in games, and locking off difficulty settings in the hope of making a quick buck. Or the worst case scenario, monetizing a way to skip basic content entirely to appeal to the laziest gamers among us. Oh dear.